Hi there, all 584 of my subscribers and the random viewers that stop in and run away after 5 seconds. Yeah, I can't blame you. It's, this channel is a very eclectic channel, which is why I call it eclectician. I would not have the G on the end, but unfortunately, the original eclectician channel was abandoned a long time ago, and I don't know how to get a hold of that owner to ask them to relinquish the name to me completely. Anyways, so I wanted to announce that I am working with my son on a very special series, an educational series, that's going to look at history, culture, religion, and politics, and a lot of other related topics, in a whole series that just keeps on getting longer and longer and longer as far as the number of episodes that we're going to have. I don't know how long it's going to take to complete the whole series. It may take quite a long time, but it is our hope to present it in a way that we're not trying to force something down your throat, but we are rather trying to share with you information to help you to see the world more completely. And my son and I are both history buffs. He is, I think, probably more of a history buff than I am now, actually. He and I went and had some Indian food yesterday, and he surprised me with some knowledge that he has about other countries that I didn't know about. And he regularly surprises me now. He's actually gotten to the point where he's starting to surpass me in knowledge in the areas, and I can take a little bit of credit because I gave him guidance early on about the importance of history and studying other countries and things like that. But most of what he knows is due to his own efforts, and it's been far broader than I thought. Because almost every time that I step in and look at him, because I'm just saying I love you or something like that to him, he's got a video game on the screen, or he's got some kind of a short video on the screen, and I rarely actually see what he's actually learning about something, or if I do see it, I don't recognize it as being learning, because he doesn't like me to pry. He doesn't like me to watch the videos that he's watching. He feels like it's an invasion of his privacy, and it's his bedroom, so I try to be respectful about that. But anyways, because our intention is not to force something down your throat, but to share with you knowledge to broaden your understanding of the world, of your country, and so on. And while and I have to admit that this, in some ways, this is focused on America. However, it will be looking at much of the rest of the world, because we don't live in a microcosm. We don't live in an isolated system. America is connected to the rest of the world in a much larger way than a lot of other countries are, including because of American imperialism. But it is because of all these things that we're going to present to you, and we're trying to leave it open to you. We're not trying to push you. We're not trying to shove it down your throat. We're not trying to be mean about it or anything like that. The name of the series will be called ATYD, which means after this, you decide. So we're presenting the information, and what you do with that information is up to you. We will have references to support what we share with you. I just recently finished the framework of a particular video. I'm not going to reveal it now because I'm not even sure when I'm going to release that particular video, so I don't want you waiting for the next however many days, weeks, or months, or years maybe, that before that one will get released. We have to. I'm having a lot of problems because my son and I started working with Claude AI on this whole thing. It started out as a concept I had for one video, just one video. And then the more I talked about it with Claude and with my son, it turned into half a dozen videos, then a dozen videos, and it just kept on growing. Then I discovered that amongst many other problems that I have with Claude AI, LLM AI, was that Claude tends to throw away details. So I spent several days trying to restore all the details. And Claude knew that was what we were working on. And yet, despite that, behind my back, Claude was throwing away details. So I gave up on that effort. I don't know how much I actually managed to salvage that Claude didn't then throw away. But we're going to just proceed and try to rebuild whatever was actually lost once or twice, because we actually got through the whole recovery phase. But during that phase, I don't know if Claude threw away some things, and then I was working on the incorporation phase. I shouldn't say we; it's me doing this. Um, and that's when I discovered that Claude was doing the no-no of summarizing when we were trying to preserve all the details that Claude and my son and I had come up with for each of these different videos. So that is going. My weakest point is doing video editing. So Claude is going to suggest images and clips that I can use, but it's going to heavily depend on my poor editing skills of videos to really make these videos really kind of sink in better. And that's going to be probably the weakest part of the videos. The facts themselves will stand on their own. They're verifiable. But as an editor, we'll see. I can't guarantee that it's going to be the most compelling visually, or even like with background music and things like that, because I'm just not good at those things. So I hope that you will stay tuned and wait for them to come out once we're done struggling with Claude. And I'm seriously struggling with Claude because Claude just is not devious or malicious like Google or ChatGPT or Grok or Meta or something like that, but it is so prone to making errors and being lazy and summarizing and things. It's not, like that. And Anthropic doesn't really seem to care. Anthropic seems to be more interested in adding new features to the desktop AI and to the browser experience than it is in actually making Claude more effective and less dangerous to your data. So that is the end of that. If you have any questions, if I can tease you with a few more details, but I won't be giving away a lot of information at this time. But you're welcome to ask, and I'll consider answering in full or just very briefly teasing you with little tidbits. So thanks for watching, and have a great day.